Hello YouTube, I'm FV Productions, and welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Automation today, except this time I already made the car. We're just going to be testing it out today. I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of what into making this car. If you couldn't tell already, this is a Mark IV Supra recreated in Automation, and of course we're going to test it in a bit in BeamNG Drive. This is an almost perfect recreation of both the engine, and I definitely tried my best with the outside of this car. As you can see, it does look pretty much like a Mark IV Supra. So you can see all the stats down here. It makes around 320 horsepower. You can't twin turbocharge the engines in inline 6s in this game, so it's just a single turbocharged inline 6, obviously 2JZ. You know, the compression's right, all the other stuff's right, the horsepower and the torque curve are almost perfect. It's dual overhead camshaft, the weight's right, the weight distribution is pretty good. Suspension is correct mostly, and of course we have the nice Supra headlights. I tried to get the fog lights, and I did my best with the Toyota logo over here. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I also painted it this nice blue color, and I did the best with the back. It does look like a Supra back. I mean, honestly, what else does that look like? So yeah, I think it looks pretty good, and the stats are pretty good. It does 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds, which is pretty nice. And now we're going to test it on our BeamNG Drive track. So we're going to export it right now, and it is looking nice and ready to race here. I guess our first test is going to have to be at the Hirochi Raceway, which is the automation test track. So we're going to spawn in here. Maybe we'll do some other kinds of testing as well. We love the starter truck. All right, let's go ahead and find our Supra. There it is. There's our Mark IV Supra. I'm sure you guys would want to be able to download the Supra. So if you guys want me to make this available to download via the Beam forums, I would be happy to do so. Anyways, here it is. Here's our Mark IV Supra recreated in BeamNG Drive. It sounds pretty decent. And of course we get these light up Toyota logos accidentally, so we will set off here. And as you can already see, it is pretty dang fast here. So yes, it does definitely drive pretty nice, and every time I shift it's skirting its tires. The traction control here is not letting me accelerate fast enough, so we'll definitely have to turn traction control off later. Yeah, we're just having a hard time not skirting our tires and really trying to get going here. But this car definitely pulls very hard and seems to be handling quite nicely. We're making around 10 pounds of boost right here, and we are really cranking it in third gear. Probably into a wall. You can tell the thing just really wants to go sideways here. Alright, I think right now we're going to go ahead and disable the traction control in this car. There we go. Now we're doing some burners. It's very easy to get this thing to go sideways because it is rear-wheel drive. Now, I'm not the best driver, as you can clearly tell, but we are flooring this thing right now, trying to get the most that we can out of it. And it really wants to go sideways, taking this corner at around 70. Or downshift a little bit here. As you can see here, if we just start smacking rev and then we just drop it, we can get an insane burnout out of this thing. We can of course do our donuts in this car very easily. Now, driving cars in BeamNG Drive really is not the easiest thing in the world at all. This engine does sound pretty good though. As you guys can see, this time we're going to be driving a white Supra. I think these things look really clean when they're white. We're going to go ahead first and go into traction control over here and just disable it. So let's set off here in first gear. Alright, we are tearing it up right now in our Mark IV Supra. So it maxes out at 103rd gear. And we're going to see how fast this thing actually goes. I don't know if I really geared it too correctly, but we'll see how fast we can actually get going. So it'll definitely do around 150 here in 5th gear. But we're coming up to some stop. Oh, we're going to squish onto this road right now. We're doing 150 right now, and we should probably be slowing down. Okay, into a wall. Alright, you guys ready for this massive burnout? A little bit of Supra drifting here. I can actually almost guarantee that this car is very easy to drift around. There we go. Try to get a drift going. Oh, God, I just cannot control the drift. But it is definitely a very, very fast car with a 0 to 60 at 5 seconds, and it just screams its way all the way to 100 miles an hour. So it's definitely very fast like the original Supra. I don't know actually how fast the original Supra was, or sorry, the Mark 4 Supra. Let's see what happens if we drop it in second gear. It still does burnouts even in second gear. Now, since we don't have any Supras in Forza Horizon 4, I guess this will just have to do. We'll have to make our own Supras and play them in Beam. Let's go ahead onto this off-road over here. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see if we can get any good gas mileage out of this thing here in 5th gear, just cruising around the forest. Now, I don't know why the camera is so far away right now. Sorry if you guys want to see this thing really up close, but the camera just is not letting... It's not cooperating right now. Alright, we're going to drift the corner into the bushes. So yeah, overall I think this is a pretty good and accurate looking Supra. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below and what car I should make next, if I should make a car next. Alright, let's see the crash protection on this car. I gave it some basic 90s safety, so it should be alright. Let's see how it fares crashing into one of these buildings. I don't know about that one. We can actually still shift and change gears though, so let's see if we can reverse out of this thing. Yeah, the engine's not starting at all. I wonder why. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the way that this Supra turned out, so tell me what you guys think in the comments like I said before. Alright, well, thanks everyone for watching. I'm FV Productions, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.